What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pick 6 with John and Nik, week 16. First of all, happy holidays. John will be joining us via satellite again this week. He is on fire, earning the nickname College Nostradamus. And I just want to point out, to commemorate both the holidays and the Patriots clinching the division, again, I have worn my Bill Belichick sweatshirt. Isn't that cool? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the Patriots haven't clinched the division. We got a lot to get to this week. I am going to start us off in Los Angeles. We have the Baltimore Ravens, quarterbacked by one Lamar Jackson, going to the LA Chargers. Now, the Chargers have not played great at home this season thus far. Currently, 2-5 against the spread at home. Not great. It's because it's not a home field. They're playing in a soccer stadium. But living in Los Angeles, I can tell you this. The Rams are coming down a little bit. And I think the thermometer is starting to lean a little bit towards the Chargers for those bad weather fans. So I think you might see some bandwagon hopping from the Rams to the Chargers. So maybe the stadium's more full. Maybe it's louder. I expect them to play better at home. LA is a front-running city. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers minus 4.5 versus the Baltimore Ravens. Count it. John, tell us about the over-under in the same game.
All right, thanks, Nick. You know what I like to do about my over-unders? I like to light up my suit. Can you see it? What? Oh, yeah, lighten it up, lighten it up. All right, first game is the Los Angeles Chargers hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is a big playoff implication for the Baltimore Ravens. They have to win to try and still sneak into the playoffs here. The Chargers, on the other hand, are also fighting for a playoff seed, like 1 or 2 seed. Hopefully they can both jump in there. I think it's going to go over. It's pretty low for me. Not very much defense, especially in Los Angeles. So go ahead and give me the Los Angeles Chargers and Baltimore Ravens over 44.5. Count it.
Okay, for my next pick, we have Andy Reid and his Kansas City Chiefs, who've looked really good until lately. They're starting to come down a little bit here later in the season. Some injuries, some off-field issues. They're slowing down a lot. They lost to the Chargers last week, who probably are the best team in the NFL right now. So they're going to Seattle. Now, Seattle, on the other hand, started slow, but they've really come on. Seattle is a home underdog. Since 2008, Seattle is 18-5 against the spread as a home underdog. Theme of this game, the nighttime is the right time. Sunday Night Football, Seattle is 24-6-4, their last 34 night games. They like playing at night. I don't know why. I guess they're nocturnal. But give me the Seattle Seahawks plus 2.5 versus the Kansas City Chiefs at home. Sunday Night Football, count it. John, tell us about Denver at Oakland.
All right, thanks, Nick. Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. This is another awesome game. It is the Denver Broncos going to Oakland. Boy, oh boy. I mean, if a lot needs to happen for the Broncos to actually make the playoffs, they're giving 2.5 points. So go ahead and give me, on Monday night, the Denver Broncos minus 2.5 against the Oakland Raiders. Count it.
Okay, for my next game, we're going to New England. The Buffalo Bills are visiting. We have the young versus old, millennials versus Gen X. I promise you there's not a lot of avocado ice cream in the Patriots facilities. I don't see New England losing at home. They've got a great home record, but 13 points is a lot of points. The Bills are 4-1 straight up and against the spread when Josh Allen, laser rocket arm, rushes for a touchdown. So maybe he's got laser rocket legs now too that we didn't know about. Laser rocket arm, laser rocket legs. Give me Buffalo plus 13 at New England. Count it. John, tell us about the same game.
All right, we're heading up to New England. You know how I love the Patriots, right? Well, they are a little sad because they lost to Pittsburgh last week. Yes. They're hosting the Buffalo Bills, and this is a low over-under for me. I feel like the New England Patriots are going to come out and be like, oh, we're big and tough. We can score a lot of points against the Buffalo Bills because they're terrible. You can see Tom Brady and Bill Belichick doing that on the sidelines, I'm sure. Give me the New England Patriots against the Buffalo Bills over 45. Count it.
Okay, we're going to Cleveland for the Browns. It's a love-hate relationship. Look, I'll admit it. I was not on the bandwagon earlier because A certain Hugh Jackson was there, but, they've been playing really well. And coming to town, aforementioned Hugh Jackson and the Bengals. The Bengals have been decimated by injuries. A.J. Green's gone. Joe Mixon's actually playing okay, but that team has just been devastated. Tyler Boyd didn't finish the game last week. These are two teams going in different directions. And the Browns are mathematically not eliminated from the playoffs yet. I know, right? Those Browns. I think they still want to stick it to Hugh Jackson. I think it's going to be a blowout. So the Browns are 8.5-point favorite right now. I think the game's going to be a blowout. But you're going to want to watch the whole game to see the awkward handshake between Hugh Jackson and all the players that hate him on the Browns at the end of the game once they get their butts kicked in Cleveland. So give me the Cleveland Browns minus 8.5 versus Cincinnati Bengals. Count. John, tell us about the Dollar General Bowl.
All right, thanks, Nick. This is a big one. Make sure you spend more than $1 on this bet, though. The Buffalo Bulls against the Troy Trojans. Who are these teams? Who knows? I don't know. All I know is I really think that the Buffalo Bulls are going to cover this. So go ahead and give me those Buffalo Bulls minus 1.5 against the Troy Trojans. The Buffalo Bulls minus 1.5. Count it.
All right, we're going to the afternoon game. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to New Orleans. New Orleans, coming off a Monday night game, did not look great. That offense has looked a little shaky. We do know this, however. The Saints are a completely different team at home and on the road. And we have the Steelers coming in town. The Steelers have a ton of offense. They just beat the Patriots last week. And even though New Orleans hasn't looked great on offense, the defense has still been holding teams to a very few amount of points. Now, I think this is going to be a good game. Pittsburgh is still in the playoff hunt, obviously. They have not clinched. I'm a little worried about the Saints. Even though the Saints are such a strong home team, Steelers are a pretty good road team. They are 10-2-1 their last 13 games on the road. I think it's going to be a hostile environment. But I think these are two experienced teams, two Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, two Super Bowl winning head coaches. Give me Pittsburgh plus 5.5 at New Orleans. Captain John, tell us about the Birmingham Bowl.
This one is a big one. It's the Birmingham Bowl. Birmingham is in Alabama. I looked it up. The Memphis Tigers are playing the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Now, the Memphis Tigers are 8-5 against the spread this year, and as well, that is their record. I think they're going to go ahead and win this game outright, and they're giving 3.5. So go ahead and give me those Memphis Tigers minus 3.5 against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons at the Birmingham Bowl. Count it.
For my last pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are visiting the Dallas Cowboys. The Bucs have nothing to play for. They have been shut out of the Pro Bowl completely for the first time since 2009. So they're not making the playoffs. No one's playing in the Pro Bowl. What do they have to play for? Dirk Cutter's probably gone. Jameis Winston, I don't know. Are they going to keep him? Probably not. The over-under right now is 47.5. One of the things we like to look at when you're betting is what's the motivation for this team to not lose. Dallas has a lot to play for. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to run the crap out of the ball with Ezekiel Elliott. I'm still not sold on Dak Prescott. They did not look good last week. They got shut out, actually, if you recall. Amari Cooper, where'd he go? Fell off the planet last week. The Cowboys have played pretty good at home, and they have hit the over their last 6 home games, but the average score of those games has only been 44.6. The score in this one is 47.5. Like I said, I don't think Tampa Bay's got the motivation. I think they get killed in Dallas by the Cowboys. Probably going to be a low-scoring game. Give me Tampa Bay at Dallas under 47.5. Count it. And John, tell us about the world-famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
The good old world-famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's actually tonight, so make sure you get your bet in. It's the Western Michigan Broncos against the BYU Cougars. It's football. It's bowl season, so I'm going to go ahead and take the over. It's pretty low for me, as you know I like my over-unders. So I'm going to take this over 49.5. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Western Michigan Broncos against the BYU Cougars. Over 49.5. Count it. All right, guys, that's it for me this weekend. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa.
Great. Well, that is it for this week's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone who has been watching enjoys the holidays, the Christmas holiday or Hanukkah if you celebrate as well. You're probably going to get bored watching games during the week when you're on vacation, so maybe make some extra money. Maybe ask your family members for cash so you can bet it on games and make a little more money. Don't forget to subscribe to Handlebar TV on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at handlebar_TV. Tweet at John and I. Let us know if we suck. For Pick 6 with John and Nik, Week 16. Peace.